Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, in today's video we are going to cover TCS BPS previous year questions, and these questions will be practice questions which are going to be very helpful for your upcoming TCS BPS exams. So basically what we are going to see in today's video, we are going to see a mix of aptitude, reasoning and verbal ability questions, and I have taken questions from different topics so that your preparation will be best. Okay, so that you don't have to go to separate topic and prepare that in detail. We have a mix of questions in this video which is going to be very helpful for you in your preparation journey for TCS BPS. So before we start the video, make sure that you watch the video till complete end, and if you are new to my channel and haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so, because I regularly upload these kinds of helpful videos for all of you. Also, there is a complete playlist on my channel regarding to TCS BPS. Make sure to check that too, as there is a lot of helpful videos related to preparation of TCS BPS in that too. So without doing much ado, let's start with today's video. Let's now move on to the next question. Fill in the blank. So we have a statement, we have to fill in the blank from the by selecting the options from the given option. Okay, the news about the layoffs was dash to the entire department. The options that we have are heard, informing, informed, informed to. The news about the layoffs was dash to the entire department. So informed. Okay, the correct answer for this one will be informed. The news about the layoffs was informed to the entire department. Heard cannot be the one. Informing also does not fit in, grammatically correct. Informed is the one which is fine. Informed to is also not correct. So the correct answer is option number C. Moving on to the next question. What is the synonym of obscure? Okay, we have four options: clear, hidden, bright and famous. So obscure means which is not very clear, or which is kind of hidden. So the correct answer for this question will be hidden. Okay, that is option number B. Moving on to the next question. What is the opposite of expensive? So expensive word is a pretty basic word. We all use it in our day-to-day vocabulary. So we know the meaning of expensive, which is like very costly. Okay. Now we have to find the opposite of this. Okay, not the synonym. So make sure that you don't make mistakes while check finding the correct option. The options are cheap, costly, luxurious, overpriced. So the antonym or opposite of expensive will be cheap. Okay, so the correct answer is what? Cheap. That is option number A. Moving on to the next question. We have been given again four sentences and we have to rearrange them to make the no, sorry, this is not a rearrangement sentence. This is the choose the right sentence. Okay, so out of four sentences we have to choose which is grammatically correct. Let's read one by one. Neither the manager nor the employees was happy with the decision. Okay, let's see further options. Neither the manager nor the employees were happy with the decision. Okay, see here the difference is were and previously it was was. So clearly was cannot be there because it is, we are talking in plural form because it is employees. Okay, so that is why was will not come. Were seems to be a good option. Let's read further two options. Neither the manager nor the employees is happy. No correction required. Okay, so definitely the correction is required, that is in option B. So option B is the most correct answer, grammatically correct answer. So that is why the correct answer option for this question is option number B, which is neither the manager nor the employees were happy with the decision. Let's move on to the next question now. Now in this question we need to complete the passage. We have been given a paragraph or a passage. We have to find out the correct answer. John was feeling nervous about the presentation, but he dashed his fear and delivered the speech confidently. The four options that we have are embraced, avoided, overcome and ignored. See, John had a nervousness, okay, which is not a very good quality. So you need to bypass it or overcome it. Okay, you will not embrace it. This is not something which you will embrace or this is to be proud of, right? So embrace is not a correct option. You cannot avoid it. Okay, because see, if you have any flaw, it will be with you. So you need to overcome it by practice. So that is what overcome is the most correct option, and ignored can also not be the correct one. So the correct answer for this one will be option number C, which is overcome. Moving on to the next question, fill in the blank type of question we have. So here we have been given a blank. We need to fill the most appropriate answers from the given options. So the question is, the team worked hard to dash the project ahead of schedule. Okay. So what can be the correct answer for this one? Let's see. Let's try to fit in one word and let's see which will be the most suitable one. The team worked hard to complete the project ahead of schedule. Yes, this seems to be correct. Let's read further options. The team worked hard to finish the project ahead of schedule. Yes, this also like seems to be fitting in. So let's see further option. The team worked hard to accomplish the project ahead of the schedule. Yes, this also makes sense. So you see, we have tried all three options and all three were fitting. So, and the fourth option that we have is all of the above. So that's why we will select the option as all of the above, because all these options are fitting in to be fit in the blanks. So the correct answer is option D, all of the above. Let's move on to the next question now. The question is, we have to choose the correct word which can fit in this blank. Okay. She couldn't dash the news about her promotion. See, we have two options given to us, bear, bear. Okay. So the correct answer for this question is bear. Okay. Bear means kind of to tolerate or to like take up. So the correct answer will be option number B. Moving on to the next question now. Identify the best replacement for the underlined part. So he is good in solving problems. So actually the underline is missed. So I'll tell you what is the underlined part. Underlined part was this one. Okay. Now we have four options given to us: good at, good in, good with, and no improvement. See, definitely good in cannot be an option, because if good in will be an option, we will select no improvement, right? Why we would select good in only? So good in is not the option. He is good in solving problems. No. So good with also cannot come, and no improvement definitely not. So the correct answer will be good at. So he is good at solving problems. Okay. So we say that he is good at solving problems. So correct answer for this question will be option number A. Okay. Moving on to the next question now. Choose the word that is most similar to meticulous. And we have been given four options: careful, casual, reckless, and hasty. Okay. Meticulous means to do something with, utmost carefulness. So that is why the correct option out of four is option number A, that is careful. Okay. Now guys, before moving on to the next question, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so. And guys, one suggestion from my end, that don't watch the answers directly. Okay, try to pause the video for a second, think of the solution in your mind, and then watch it, and then see whether the answer that you have thought is only the correct one or not. This helps your brain to think. Okay, otherwise if you directly watch the solutions, your brain will not get time to think of the answers. Let's move on to this question now. Okay, let's check this question. In identify the incorrectly spelled word. We have four words. We have to tell which of the spelling is incorrect. Let's see. Occurrence, this spelling is correct. Definitely. So this spelling is wrong. So correct spelling of definitely is definitely. Okay. Definite. Okay. First, see how the word definitely is formed is definite and then ly. So that is by definitely. Recommend is also correct and independent is also correct. Moving on to the next question. Let's look at the question now. The cost price of 10 articles is equals to the selling price of 9 articles. Find the profit percentage. So we have been given some data and we have to find the profit percentage based on this data. So let's start solving this problem. So first what we will do is, let cost price be x. Okay. We will assume the cost price to be x. Why so? Because we have to find the profit percentage, and in that we will need the cost price. So that is why we are assuming our cost price to be x, and also we will assume our selling price to be y, because cost price and selling price are not given to us as of now. So what we will say is, what is given in the question is the cost price of 10 articles is equals to selling price of 9 articles. So according to this statement, we can write something like this: 10x equals to 9y, right? So once this is done, what we will try to find out is, we will try to find out the value of y, which will be 10x by 9, right? So now we will try to find out the profit percentage. So let me first of all write down how can we find out the profit percentage. So it is going to be selling price minus cost price. Okay, this much divided by cost price. Okay, into 100. So this is like entire into 100. This is our profit percentage. Now let's substitute the values and we will find out our like final answer. So selling price is our what? Y. Cost price is our X, and then divided by X, right, multiplied by 100, right. Now what we will do in this equation, we will substitute the value of Y. So 10x by 9 minus X, okay, divided by X multiplied by 100. Now when you will further solve it, you will reach out, you will find out that 100 by 9 percentage will be our final answer. So let's see if we have that option. The option number B is correct here. So that is why the answer for this question is option number B, which is 9. So this question was based on cost price and selling price. Okay. So yeah, let's now move on to the next question. The question is, if 10 men can complete a task in 15 days, how many men are needed to complete the same task in 6 days? Okay. So we are given the options 20, 25, 30 and 15. First of all, whenever you get this kind of question, just try to follow this approach. You will find the answer very easily. So what we will do is, we will find out, like, what we will do, work equals to man into days. Okay, number of days given to us. So what is given to us is 10 men can complete a task in how many days? 15 days. So what we will call as is work is done in 150 man days. Okay, this is the terminology that we use for these kinds of questions. Now what we are asked is, how many men are needed to complete the same task in 6 days. So what we will do, required man is equals to whatever the total work we have, okay, divided by days. Okay, so see, we have already found the total work in terms of man days. So here we will write 150 and number of days is asked is 6 days. Okay, so which is 6, that's will give us 25. So option number B that we have is 25. Answer is going to be option number B, that is 25. I'll repeat or revise this question again. See, what we have to do is, always whenever a required men are asked, what we have to do is total work upon days. Now work we need to convert it into like man days. Okay, this is like we are changing the value to in terms of days unit. So that is why when we have found out the total work in terms of man days, we have got 150 here, then we have days, so then 6 days we are like putting it here, and then when we find out or cut off, the final answer comes to be 25. So the final answer is 25 men are needed to complete the same task in 6 days. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. What is the simple interest on 10,000 rupees at 5% per annum for 2 years? The options that we have are 500, 1000, 2000, 1500. Let's see. So simple interest is being asked to us. So if you are not aware, the simple interest formula is what? P R P divided by 100. Okay, where what does P stands for? Principal. Okay, and R stands for what? Rate, and T stands for time. Okay, let's try to see if we have these values given to us or not. So P is given to us, okay, because P is what? Principal amount, which is like 10,000. Next is what? R, rate. So rate is also given to us, which is 5%, and T is also given to us, which is 2 years, right? So let's try to substitute the value and find out the simple interest. So 10,000 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 2 divided by 100. Okay, and when we cut off, this will get cut off, and the final answer that we get is 1000. Okay, so the option number B also here also holds relevant, which is 1000. So the correct answer for this question is 1000. I hope you must have got the answer for, like, understood the answer for this question. If you have any doubts, please ask it in the comment section. I can clear it more. Let's now move on to the next question. The ratio of two numbers is 3:4 and their sum is 56. What are the two numbers? Okay, So let's try to solve this. First of all, this is a question based on ratio and proportion, and these questions are very important, and these are like regularly being asked. That's why I have covered this one. So let's consider the numbers to be, let the numbers to be 3x and 4x, because we have been given that the ratio is 3:4. So let the ratio to be 3x and 4x. And what are the two numbers? We have this question. Now what we can do is, one thing is given to us, that the sum of the numbers is 56. 3x plus 4x, we can write it as 56. And let's try to solve this equation. Simple. 7x equals 56. X equals what? 56 by 7, which is going to be what? 8. So x value we have found out as 8. Now let's find out the digits. So 3x is equals to 3 into 8, which is going to be 24, and 4x equals to 4 into 8, which is going to be 32. Okay, so let's see if we have the answer as 24 and 32 or not. So I think option number B is 24 and 32. So in this case, the correct answer is option number B. So in this case, you will get in this way, like you will get ratio and proportion based questions also. So it's a good like that, I would say it's a better practice that you practice these kinds of questions beforehand, so that you don't feel it very new while you are actually seeing them in the exam. Let's move on to the next question. The average of 5 numbers is 48. If one of the numbers is excluded, the average becomes 46. What is the excluded number? Okay, and we have been given the 4 options for the number. So let's try to see, let's try to use the data which is given to us. So average of 5 numbers is 48. Okay, average is what? 48. Now always, whenever this average kinds of questions are given to us, try to find the total based on the average. Okay, so how you will calculate total? Total will be, it is average of what? 5 numbers. So 5 into 48. Okay, 5 into 48 is going to be what? 240. Now if one number is excluded, the average becomes 46. Okay, so this is like total of how many numbers? 5 numbers. In the same way, if we count total of 4 numbers, how much we will get? 4 into 48, that is going to be 184. Value was 46, because what was told to us is when one number is excluded, the average becomes what? 46, right? So while calculating the value, we have to make sure that the average should be 46. So 4 into 46 is going to be 184. Now we have to find out that 240 minus 184. So it is going to be how much? 56. So that is what our digit is. So the excluded number was 56. The answer for this question is option number A. We have been given a passage and we have to find out the answer based on that passage. Okay, the internet has revolutionized communication, making it easier to stay in touch with people across the globe. It has also enabled the fast exchange of innovation and information and ideas. The question that is asked is, what has the internet revolutionized? Okay, now even before we dig into the options, let's read the passage again. The internet has revolutionized communication. In the first sentence only the answer lies. So the correct answer will be option number B, that is communication. Let's move on to the next question. So we have to rearrange the following sentence to form a coherent paragraph. We have 4 options. So we have to rearrange them so that it makes a meaningful sentence. Let's read the sentences. These are crucial aspects for success of any business. See, the sentence is starting with these are. So this cannot be the first sentence. Okay. Let's read second sentence. Business leaders should focus on teamwork and communication. Yes, this can be a first sentence. Okay. Because here we don't have any dependency with the other statement. Option 3 is effective management is key to achieving long-term goals. And option 4 is it helps in solving problems quickly and efficiently. Okay, so again I would suggest you to pause for a minute, think of the sequence, and then proceed with the or resume the video. The first option is going to be second. Business leaders should focus on teamwork and communication. Next should be effective management is a key to achieving long-term goals. Next option is it helps in solving problems quickly and efficiently. And the next will be these are crucial aspects for success of any business. So the correct sequence is 2, 3, 4, 1. Moving on to the next question. What does the idiom cry over split milk means. Okay, so we have idiom and we have to find out the meaning of it. The options are to worry about the things that cannot be undone. Option B is to celebrate an achievement. Option C is to waste time, and option D is to remain calm. So the correct option for this question is option number A, which is to worry about the things that cannot be undone. Okay, you might have heard about the idiom called as like milk once spilled cannot be refilled, right? So this is kind of same thing, cry over the spilt milk. So milk is already spilled. Okay, now there is no point to crying over that, because now there is no point of worrying about the things which you cannot do or which you cannot undo now. So let's move on with life. Okay, so the correct answer is option number A. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. What is the synonym of elated? Okay, now we have four options: happy, angry, depressed, and sad. So the correct answer for this question is option number A, elated. That is, I am very elated, or I am very joyful or happy. So the correct answer is happy. Okay, elated means happy only. Moving on, what is the opposite of narrow? We have four options: wide, thin, small, short. So narrow means which doesn't like very short space. Okay, narrow, this is narrow, and then the opposite of it is going to be wide. Okay, this is wide. So the correct answer is option A, which is wide. Let's move on to the next question now. We have a sentence, we have to find out the error in this sentence. Let's read the sentence first. The dog chased its tail until it was exhausted. Okay, let's see. The dog, okay, there is no problem in this part. Chase its, okay, no, again no problem in this part too. Tail until, again I don't see any problem in this sentence, so that is why I would say option D is the correct answer for this question. Okay, so the correct answer is option number D with no error. So guys, if you have any doubts or if you want any clarification on any question, you can ask me in the comment section. And if you want me to make video on any specific topic, please drop that also in the comment section so that I can bring the video on that topic too. Let's now go to next question, which is convert the following sentence to a passive voice. The teacher explained the concept to students. This sentence is in what? Active voice. So the correct answer for this will be the concept was explained to the students by the teacher. Okay, so the active sentence was the teacher explained the concept to the students. The passive of it will be, this is the passive version, the concept was explained to the students by the teacher. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. Improve the sentence. Okay, we have been given a sentence, we need to improve it. If there is any grammatical mistake, we have to make it correct. Okay, the teacher was explaining the lessons to us yesterday. Okay, so the correct answer will be the teacher explained. Okay, we never say was explaining. Okay, the teacher explained the lessons to us yesterday. Okay, so this will be the correct answer. Why so? Because see, was is a like word that we use for past, and explaining that is the word that we use for future or present. Okay, so that is why was and explaining does not matches. So that is why the correct answer will be the teacher explained the lessons to us yesterday. Moving on to the next question now. Change the sentence to indirect speech. We have a sentence, John said, I will be going on a vacation next week. Okay, so this is what? This is direct speech. And indirect speech will be, indirect speech or indirect version of this sentence will be, John said that. See, now you know, whenever we convert a sentence into indirect speech, that sentence is said by someone else. So that is why now it is not the John that who is saying this sentence. It is someone else. So what he will say is, John said that he would be going on a vacation the following week. Okay, because next week we will, if someone else is saying, we will say it is in this way, the following week. Okay, so John said that he would be going on a vacation the following week. Someone else is saying this statement about John. Okay, now see, That is why we are practicing these questions without options, so that you understand how to formulate or how to form the or how to convert the sentences from indirect to direct or direct to indirect and active to passive or passive to active. So once you have 4 options, you can easily figure out which option is the most suitable for it. And I will also suggest the same, that in exams, before checking the options, try to formulate the sentence by yourself. If you have done a bit of practice, you can easily do that and check the sentence that you have formed is there in the options or not. If so, then that only would be the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. Spot the error in the sentence. We have a sentence that is, she quickly walked to the office but didn't realize she had left her phone at home. The options are quickly, walked, didn't realize, at home. Okay, so the correct answer would be didn't realize. Okay, so see, the error is in this sentence. Instead of this, what should be there? Didn't realize. Okay, it should not be didn't realize, it should be didn't realize. So the correct answer is option number C. Let's look at the first question. This one, let's see what is the question that we have. Find the odd one out. We have been given 4 different options and we have to find the odd one out of these options. The options are pen, pencil, paper and eraser. So, okay, let me tell you, pen, pencil and eraser. Okay, what are these 3 things? These are things which we used for writing. Okay, and what is paper? Okay, paper is one such thing on which we write. Okay, on which we write. So it is very clear, that is paper is the correct option in this case, option number C. Let's move on to the next question now. So next question is, in a certain code, apple is written as BQQMF. How will mango be written? Okay, so these kinds of question, if you are not aware how to solve it, let me tell you. So we have one example based on which we have to understand the coding pattern and we have to find out the answer for the asked question. So let's see, A, B, which means plus 1 character, P, Q, 1 character, L, M, 1 character, E, F, 1 character. So we have understood the coding pattern, that is whatever is being asked, we have to give plus 1 character as the output or the next answer. So let's try to find out for mango. M, N, A, B, N, O, G, H and O, P. Okay, so we have also done plus 1 character. So the final output that we are getting is N, B, O, H, P. Let's see if we have that option. Yes, option A is only N, B, A, H, O, P. So answer will be option A for this question. Let's move on to the next question now. We have a number series and we have to find out what will come in the next one. So let's take this series 1, 4, 9, 16. We have to find out what will come here. Let's try to understand the pattern here. First of all, if you see, first one is 1 square, second one is 2 square, third one is 3 square, fourth is 4 square. So what will come next is 5 square, which is going to be 25. The correct answer is going to be option B, that is 25. Now guys, before moving on to the next question, I want all of you that don't just watch the solutions directly. Just wait for a moment or pause the video and try to think of the solution in your own mind. That way your memory power will increase and you will find you will get the approach of how to solve these types of question. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. We have the question as, a family has 4 children. The ages of 3 of them are 5, 7 and 10. Okay, so let's note down the ages 5, 7 and 10. If the sum of the ages of all the children is 30, what is the age of 4th child? Okay, this is a straightforward and easy question. We have been told that we have 4 children and the ages of 3 of them are given and 4th one is not given, and we are asked to find out the age of the 4th one. But we are also given a hint that the sum of their ages is what? 30. Okay, so let's try to solve it in this way. 5 plus 7 plus 10 plus x will give us 30. Okay, let's sum them up. 10 plus 7 is 17 plus 5 22. 22 plus x is 30. So x equals to 30 minus 22, which gives us the answer as 8. So the correct answer will be option A, which is 8. If a car travels 60 kilometers in 1 hour, how far it will travel in 3.5 hours at the same speed? Okay, so before we start solving this question, guys, I want to let you know that the options are wrong in this case, but we will find out the correct answer for it, so don't worry. So okay, so this is a speed based question, so you should know that the formula for speed is distance upon time. Okay, so if you are aware of this formula, then it will be easy for you to solve these types of questions. So speed that is given to us is what? 60 kilometer. Okay, so speed is 60 kilometer, distance is given to us as what? Okay, distance is the one that we have to find out, and time is given to us as 3.5 hour. So how we will find out the distance? 60 into 3.5. So when we will do 60 into 3.5, we will get 210. So our answer will be 210 kilometers. So guys, as I told you in the starting only, that the correct option is not there. So if there would be an option 210 kilometer, that would be the correct one. So let's now move on to the next question now. So the next question that we have is based on average. So let's try to solve this. The average of a score of 4 students is 20. If the scores of 3 students are 18, 20 and 19, what is the score of the fourth student? Okay, now this is again a bit of tricky question if you have not practiced it before. So let's see how can we do that. So we have been given the average of 4 student, which is 20. Now we have to find out the total. See, average is what? Average is like of 4 students. So what is the total? How can we find out? 4 into 20. Okay, so 4 into 20 is what? 80, which, because average is for 1, right? So 4 into 20, when we do it, we will get 80. So 80 is the total score. So what we can do is then 80 plus 21 plus 19 plus one more student is there, which we will consider at as x, and then we will do 80. Okay, and now what we will do? We will calculate 18 plus 21 plus 19. So this will sum up to what? It will be 58. Okay, plus x equals 80. X equals to what? 80 minus 58, and this will be what? 23. So the correct answer will be option number B. Okay, so let's now move on to the next question. Okay, a pie chart shows that 25% of the company sales come from product A. If the total sales are $200,000, how much revenue is generated by product A? So we know that product A has how much revenue? 25%, and total sales is what? $200,000, right? So 25% of $200,000 will be our answer, because we are asked the revenue generated by product A in dollars, or the actual revenue generated by product A, right? So it will be how much? Let's try to solve it. 25 by 100 into 200,000. So this will cross off, and then when we will solve it, the answer that we will get is 50,000. Okay, so let's see the option that we have. Answer option B is the answer for this question. Moving on to the next question now. Find the missing numbers. Okay, again we have a number series 2, 6, 12, 20, and then what is the next one? Let's try to find out the pattern. The difference between 2 and 6 is how much? Plus 4. Then 6 to 12 is what? Plus 6. Then 12 to 20 is plus 8. Then what will be the next one? So you can see a pattern. Initially it was 4, then a plus 2 pattern is happening. Okay, and then again a plus 2 pattern is happening. So 4 and then 6 and then 8 is getting added, and then now what should be get added is 10, because 8 plus 2 is 10. So 10 should get added in this one. So the correct answer for this should be 30, which is option A. Okay, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so that you don't miss any updates. Moving on to the next question. If a square has a perimeter of 36 centimeter, what is the area of a square? Okay, for this one, you should know the perimeter formula. So perimeter formula is what? 4 into side. Okay, so we are given perimeter value, okay, which is 4 into side is equals to what? 36. So side is what? 36 by 4, which is 9. Okay, so we now have the side value, and now we are asked the area. So you should also know the formula for area, which is side square, which is 9 square. So which is 9 nines are 81, right? So the correct answer should be 81. I think we don't have that option here, but yeah, maybe sometimes the options are messed up. So but the correct answer in this case is 81. Let's move on to the next question now. Okay, the next question is, a man walks 50 meters towards east, and then 50 meters towards north, and then 50 meters towards west. What is the shortest distance between his starting and ending points? Because these kinds of questions are very common. So for that, you should know this direction chart diagram, which is very important. So this is our north, this is south, and then we have east and west. So this is our east and this is our west. Let's consider that the man is here. Okay, so I will make the diagram here so that it won't be like, you know, very much dirty or something. A man walks 50 meters towards the east, so this direction. Okay, so 50 meters he has came here. Okay, this is 50 meters of direction. Now he is at this point right now. Then he is traveling 50 meters towards the north. So from here to north 50 more meters he is traveling. So right now he is at this position. Then he is traveling again 50 meters towards the west. Again from here the west direction is this. So again he is at this position. Now his final point is this and his starting point was this. So we have to find out the distance between the final to the starting. So it is obviously 50. We can directly see from the diagram. So the correct answer for this question is option number A. Is 50 meters. So let's move on to the next question now. If the total cost of 3 books is $60, what is the cost of 10 books? Okay, so let's try to solve this one. 3 books is equals to what? $60. So one book will be how much? 3 by 3, which is going to be 20. So the cost of one book is $20. Now we have to find the cost of 10 books. So 10 books is what? Cost of one book into 10, which is 20 into 10. So 200 is the cost of 10 books. So the correct answer for this question is A. Moving on to the next question now. The store sold 120 items in a day. If 30% of the items sold were electronics, how many electronics were sold? Okay, so let's understand this question first of all. The percentage of electronics sold is how much? 30%, right? Now, number of electronics sold will be how much? Number of electronics sold will be 30% of total sold, right? So 30% of total sold only we are asked, right? How many electronics were sold? So 30 by 100 into 120. So this will cut off and the final answer that we will get is 36. Okay, so do we have 36 as the option? No, again the option is not there, but the answer for this question is 36. Let's move on to the next question now. In a class of 50 students, 30 like basketball, 20 like cricket and 10 like both. How many students like only basketball? So these kinds of questions are also very common. So see, total students are what? 50, and basketball, who likes basketball is what? 30. Okay, now these are not the only ones who like only basketball. These are like who likes basketball but might also like other sport also. Okay, so you have to understand that. The one who likes cricket is 20 and both is what? 10. Now we are asked only basketball. So only basketball we will find out. So how we will find out? So only basketball, what we will do, we will find out who likes basketball. Okay, first of all, basketball as in the common, like that basketball ones who can also like other sport too, and then from that we will subtract both ones. Okay, so 30 minus 10 will give us 20. This will give us the ones which like only basketball are 20. Okay, answer is option number A. Okay, so let's now move on to the next question. Find the next number in the series. So we have been given a series 5, 10, 20, 40. So what is the next term in this one? So let's try to find out. 5 to 10 is what? Plus 5. 10 to 20 is plus 10. 20 to 40 is plus 20. So clearly it is getting double every time. Initially the difference was 5, then 10, then 20. So this time it is going to be 40. So the correct answer in this case will be 40. So because our 40 and this plus 40 will give us 80. The correct answer for this question is 80. So option B is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. Choose the correct word to complete the sentence. The researcher tried to dash the findings to a larger audience. The options are present, represent, preserve and represent. The correct answer for this question is option number A, that is present. Okay, so the final statement would be the researcher tried to present the findings to a larger audience. The answer for this question is option number A. Let's move on to the next question. So guys, before we dig into this question, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so that you don't miss any important updates from the channel. Let's now check this question. There are a lot of work to do before the deadline. So now in this question we have an error. So we have to find out what the error is and we have to make this sentence also grammatically correct. So the sentence would be, there is a lot of work to do. Okay, there is a lot of work, not there are a lot of work. Okay, and remaining sentence is going to be same. So there is a lot of work to do before the deadline. So this is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. Complete the sentence. We have a sentence where we need to fill in the blanks by selecting the appropriate options. So let's read the sentence. The company has dashed its profits by 20% this year. The company has raised, the company has risen, rise, raise. So the correct answer is raised. Okay, option number A. Why so? Because company has already done it. Okay, it's already done. So that is why we will say raised. So the correct answer in this case will be raised. Moving on to the next question. Which word is spelled correctly? So we have 4 options now. So let's see which is the correct and which is wrong in this case. So first is successful. So successful does not have 2 L's. So this is wrong. Successful. This is correct. Successful. This does not have 2 S's. So this is also wrong. And successful. This again is wrong because it again has 2 L's. So that's why. So the correct answer in this case will be successful. Let's move on to the next question now. Choose the synonym of the word serene. Okay. The options that we have are calm, agitated, angry, and frantic. The correct option is option number A. Serene means very calm or a very calm experience or a very non-disturbing experience. That is why we will select option A as the correct answer for this one. Let's move on to the next question. We have a fill in the blank question. The actor was known for his dash performances in all his movies. The options are brilliant, mediocre, lackluster, poor. Okay, so what kind of see the actor is known, right? So he must be known for his good quality, right? So mediocre, lackluster, poor are all negative qualities. So the good quality is brilliant. So that is why people will remember his for his good quality only, right? So the correct answer for this question will be option number A, which is brilliant. The actor was known for his brilliant performances in all his movies. Let's move on to the next question now. What is the antonym of generous? So we have 4 options: stingy, giving, friendly, loyal. So the opposite of generous is stingy. Okay, generous means a very considerate person. So the opposite of it will be stingy. The correct answer for this question is option number A, which is stingy. Moving on to the next question. Convert the sentence into passive voice. So we have been asked to convert the sentence into passive voice, which means this sentence right now is in active voice. So we have to convert it into passive voice. So the passive voice, how it will sound it. The project has been completed successfully by them. Okay. So the active voice sentence was they have completed the project successfully. The passive voice sentence will be the project has been completed successfully by them. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. What does the bite the bullet mean? Okay, so we have an idiom. We have to find out the meaning of it. We have been given 4 options. First option is to face a difficult situation bravely. Second is to act aggressively. Third option is to wait for the things to get better. And fourth option is to avoid responsibility. See, bite the bullet means to face the situation bravely. So the correct answer in this case will be option A. Okay. Let's move on to the next question now. Convert to indirect speech. We have a sentence now which is in direct speech. We need to convert it into what? Indirect speech. So the indirect speech of this will be, he said that he was studying hard for the exam. Okay. Yeah, I already explained you in one of the previous questions that whenever we convert direct to indirect speech, so indirect sentences are the one which are being spoken by someone else. Okay, and direct ones are the ones that the person himself or herself is speaking. That is why we usually put a that in between and if it is like I, me or something, we will put it to he or she. So that is why the correct answer for this question will be, he said that he was studying hard for the exam. Let's move on to the next question now. So we have another question where for the given question, choose the alternative which best expresses the sentence in active or passive voice. So let's see, this is the sentence that is given to us and these are the four options. Let me mark down the option as A, B and C and D. Let's read this sentence now. Mr. Tripathi reviewed the book. Okay. So now the sentence is given to us and we have to, this is the simple sentence which is like in active voice. We have to convert it into passive voice. Let's see the four options. The book has been reviewed by Mr. Tripathi. The book had been reviewed by Mr. Tripathi. The book is reviewed by Mr. Tripathi, or the book was reviewed by Mr. Tripathi. So the correct answer in this case is option D. So where the active statement was Mr. Tripathi reviewed the book, and the passive statement for that will be the book was reviewed by Mr. Tripathi. Let's now move on to the next question. Fill in the blanks with most suitable option. Dash the police immediately. The four options that we have is to call, being calling, called. Okay, so to call the police immediately does not fit here. All the police immediately fits in here. Been calling also does not make any sense, and called also does not make any sense. So the correct answer is going to be call the police immediately. Means someone is saying this sentence. Okay, so the correct answer is option number B. Moving on to the next question. Now guys, before we dive deep into the next question, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so that you don't miss any important updates on the channel. And if you want to see more such videos, please comment down your review below and let me know that you are looking for more such preparation videos. So let's now look into this question. Choose the option which gives the closest meaning to the phrase given below. The phrase that is given to us is backseat driver. Okay, and we have four options: extra weight, instructor from backend, people who criticize from the sideline, or second person. Now, backseat driver is usually used for those people who does not themselves do it, but criticize the work done by good people from the sideline. Okay, so that is why the answer for this question will be option number C. That is people who criticize from the sideline. They themselves don't come in the picture, but they will criticize the actual good one also from the sideline. Let's move on to the next question. The next question that we have is, choose the option which gives the closest to the phrase given below. Again, we have a phrase given to us and we have four options. We have to tell that which of these phrase is like nearest to the phrase given to us. To sink fast. Okay. To evaporate fast. This is like the literal meaning. So this is not the answer. Absorbing fast is also not the answer. To sink down. These are all like literal meaning. So we are not like these are not the correct answers. The correct answer is becoming worse and worse. Okay. So like we usually say, right, you are sinking, like you are sinking fast, you are becoming worse day by day, try to improve yourself. So the correct answer for this question is option number D. Okay, let's move on to the next question, guys. Now before moving on to the next question, I just want to tell you that guys, if you are like directly relying on my solutions and just watching the video, it won't take you anywhere. What you need to do is just pause the videos for a minute, think of the answer in your mind, and then just verify if the answer which you have thought was the correct or not, was actually the answer which I have also told or not, because this will help your brain to work and this will improve your muscle memory. Okay, so try to follow this approach. This will be very beneficial for you. And if possible, try to have a notebook and a pen along with you so that you can even note down the answers in your case, like in side by side to you also, right? So this will actually give you like the real feel of solving question. Let's move on to the next question. Read the sentence to find out whether there is any grammatical error in it. The error, if any, will be in the one part of the sentence. The letter of the part is the answer. If there is no error, answer D is the final answer for that question. Okay. So we have given like what happens in these kinds of question is a sentence is broken into four parts. Now we have to read this like options and we have to tell if there is any grammatical mistakes in any one of the options or not. So let's read. Neither he nor his sisters is interested in joining the party. Okay, so let's see, the correct answer for this is neither he nor his sisters are, because it is sisters. Okay, which means plural. So that is why the complete sentence is going to be something like this: neither he nor his sisters are interested in joining the party. These kinds of questions are very common, and you should have good practice of solving these kinds of question. In this case, the answer is going to be option number B. Okay, because the problem lies, or the mistake lies, in option B, because here is this getting used, instead it should be R. Okay, then the sentence would have been corrected. Now let's suppose that case where we would have this options. Okay, because I want to give you one another example where you might get the options something like this, that is, neither he nor his sisters are interested in joining the party. Okay, and fourth option is no error. So in this case, what would be the correct answer? Okay, I want you guys to just pause for a minute, think of it, and comment down your answer. What do you think the answer for this is going to be? And write the answer in this way. Okay, like don't just write A, B, C, or D, because I won't understand which like answer you are referring to. Write the complete one. Okay, that is, if you say A, then mention neither he in this way, write it in this way, so then only I can understand what answer you are saying or what you are referring to. But let me tell you now, if you have already commented your answer there, the correct answer in this case would be D. Why so? Because we have seen that all the options have are grammatically correct. Okay, so there is no such error in the like options given to us. So if we would have been given these options, the correct answer would be option number D, which is no error. But in our case, there was error, so the correct option was option B. Let's now move on to the next question. So we have similar kind of question. Read the sentence to find out whether there is any grammatical error in it. The error, if any, will be in one part of the sentence. The letter of the part is the answer. If there is no error, the answer is D. Again, this is similar kind of question where what happens is one sentence is broken into 4 parts, and we have to find out and read all the options if there is any error in any of the options or not. Let's read out. Neither he nor his father is interested in joining the party. Let me write down the sentence completely, because sometimes when we read it in optional forms, it won't give us the complete picture. So I would also suggest you that if you are also not able to reach out a solution, try writing the sentence in a full form. Okay, and then read it twice or thrice, because sometimes our brain only tells us that no, the problem is in this part of the sentence. So in joining the party. Okay, so this is the complete sentence. Now let's read it. Neither he nor his father is interested in joining the party. So this seems correct to me, because here we have father is singular, so we can use is. Okay, so this is the correct usage here in this case. So since we have not found any error in the answer, what we can say, the answer for this question is option number D, which is no error. So the correct answer for this question is option D, since it has no error, right? So let's move on to the next question. Guys, before we solve this question, again I want to remind you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so that you don't miss any of these kinds of important videos in future. Let's now read this question. Read the sentence to find out whether is there any grammatical error in it. The error, if any, will be in part of one of the sentences. So again, I'll tell you what this question is. Again, we are given a sentence. It is broken down in different parts. We have to find out by reading each option. Find the next number in the series. So we have been given a series 2, 4, 8, 16, and we have to find out the missing letter in this one. So let's try to find out the pattern in this case. So 2 to 4, which is like plus 2. Okay, or we can also say like, okay, let's try to see 4 to 8 is what? Plus 4. 8 to 16 is what? Plus 8. Okay, what's happening in this case is, if you see clearly, it is 2, 4, 8. Next should be what? 16. 16 plus 16 should be what? 32, right? So in this way, the correct answer is, you can also consider it in this way: 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 5, so on and so forth. Or you can just simply consider 2, then 4, then 8, then 16, and then 32. Basically, the difference is getting doubled every time. So the correct answer in this case will be what? 32, because 16 plus 16, then the next digit that we will get is 32. So the answer in this case will be option number C. Okay, moving on. The question that we have here is, If the sum of two numbers is 50, their difference is 10, what are the two numbers? Okay, let's see. Let's try to formulate this equations based on the data given to us. Sum of two numbers is told to us is 50. Difference of two numbers is told to us is 10. Okay, let's try to add both the equations. X plus x is going to be 2x, I to y will cut off, and 50 plus 10 is going to be 60. In this way, we have found out the value of x, which is going to be 60 by 2, that is 30. Okay, so the value of x is 30. Now we have to find out two numbers. So let's try to substitute the value. X plus y equals 50. So 30 plus y equals 50. So y equals what? 50 minus 30, which gives us 20. So the two digits that we have are 30 and 20. Let's see if we have those options. Yes, option A is 30 and 20. The correct answer in this case is 30 and 20. Moving on to the next question. A person walks 5 meter north and then 12 meters east. What is the shortest distance between their starting and the ending point? Now, whenever you get these kinds of questions where a person is walking in a particular direction, you should know the direction chart very well. Okay, if you don't know the direction chart, you might end up finding out wrong answer. So the direction chart is this: like on the top comes north, then on the bottom comes south, then in this direction it comes east, and then it comes in this direction we have west. Okay, now you might get questions like these directions also, which is like intermediate. So just for knowledge, I'm telling you, this direction is called as southeast, this direction is called as northeast, this direction is called as northwest, and this is called as southwest. Okay, now since we don't have this complicated question, so we just need simple form of this direction diagram wherein we have north, south, and then we have east and west. Let's see what it says. Is a person walks 5 meters towards the north. So a person was standing here, and they walks in this direction 5 meter, and then they walked further 5 meter towards the east, which means they are now here. Now what is asked to us, what is the shortest distance between their starting point and their ending point? So their ending point is here. Okay, I will mark it as E. The starting point is here. I will mark it as S. We have to find out this distance. So guys, we have all studied something called as Pythagoras theorem, right? What we used to do is, like, the uh, line which is in front of 90 degrees. So we had a formula, that is distance, okay, is equals to what? Under root of this square, that is 5 square, plus this side square, which is again 5 square. So it is going to be okay, sorry, I did a mistake. It was like 12 meters in the east. Okay, so it should be 12 here, my bad. Okay, so 12. Okay, let's continue solving our question. 5 in square is 25, and 12 square is what? 144. When we add it up, we get 169, and the square root of 169 is 13. So the correct answer in our case is option number C, which is 13 meter. Okay, so initially the starting point was this. We walked towards 5 meter in the north direction and 12 meters in the east direction, and then we have to find out the distance between starting and the ending point. So we have used Pythagoras theorem, wherein what we have done is square root of 5 square plus 12 square. 5 square was 25, 12 square is 144. On adding it, we get under root of 169, which is 13. So the correct answer is 13 meters. So the distance between the starting and the ending point is 13 meters. Let's see this question. A man buys a chair for 600 and sell it as 750. What is the profit percentage? So we have to find out the profit percentage in this case. So let me write down the formula for you. So profit is what? Selling price minus cost price. We know this. And the formula for profit percentage is what? Let me write that also first. Formula for profit percentage is profit divided by cost price multiplied by 100. Okay, so let's, because in order to find out the profit percentage, we need to find out the profit value. So let's find out the profit value. Selling price was what? 750 rupees, and cost price was what? 600 rupees. 750 minus 600 gives us 150. So we have now found out the profit value, which is 150. And now what was the cost price which was given to us in the question? 600 into 100 we will do. Simple. So let's solve this equation. We will get 150 divided by 6, which is going to be 25. So the answer is going to be 25%. So the profit percentage we will get is 25%. Okay, The answer for this question is option number B. Moving on to the next question. If the average score of 5 students is 72 and 4 students scored 60, 70, 75 and 80, what is the score of the 5th student? Okay, so in order to solve this question, what we will do is, again, as I told you, right, we have already solved one of the questions related to average previously also. So total is equals to what? Whenever the average value is given into number of quantities. In this case, what is the quantity? Student. So that is what? Number of students. First of all, we will find out total. Average is told to us is what? 72. Okay, and number is 5. So 17 to 5 will give us the total, which is going to be 360. Okay, and now what is told to us? We have been told the scores of 4 students and we are asked the score of 5th student. Now since we have this total, so we will use this 65 plus 70 plus 75 plus 80, and one more student is there for which we don't know. So for now we are considering it as x and is equals to 360. What we will do, we will now try to find out the value of x. Okay, so 65 plus 70 plus 75 plus 80 is going to give us 290. Okay, so the new equation becomes this. So x value is going to be 360 minus 290. So the final answer that we will get is 360 minus 290, which is going to be 70, I guess. Yeah, 70. So the correct answer for this question is option number A, right? So the correct answer is option A. I hope you understood the logic and how to solve these kinds of question. Moving on to the next question now. If the day before yesterday was Thursday, what day it will be 10 days from today? Okay, so let's understand. If the day before yesterday was Thursday, so first of all, Thursday was the day before yesterday. So what day is it today? Today is Saturday. See, I'm on today, okay, and I'm saying day before yesterday. So yesterday was what? First of all, yesterday was Friday. Okay, and today is Saturday, and this was day before. This was day before yesterday. Okay, DBY means day before yesterday. What will it be 10 days from today? So first of all, today is Saturday and we have to tell after 10 days what day it will be. See, after one day it is going to be what? Sunday, right? And we know after 7 days exactly we will get another day, another Sunday, right? So 7 days again. Okay, now 7 plus 1, after 8 days we will get Sunday only, right? So 2 more days will take and then we will complete our 10 days. So where we will be then? On Tuesday. So total will be 7 plus 2 plus 1, 10. So after 10 days, it will be what? It will be Tuesday. Now guys, I would suggest if you are not able to do it in this way, you can even do like, day by day. For example, today is Saturday. So start counting like day 1, Sunday, day 2, Monday, day 3, Tuesday, day 4, Wednesday. So in this way, you can even reach out to Tuesday only at the end on the 10th day, because sometimes doing this kinds of calculation might end up might mess up and you might get confused. So try to be extra sure that whatever you are calculating is correct only. So the correct answer for this question is option number E. Okay, so the 10th day from today is Tuesday. And one important factor in this kinds of question is, because initially what they do is they try to confuse you with this kind of a statement. They say that day before yesterday was Thursday. So what many of the students will do is they will try to count 10 days from Thursday and then they will reach on what? Sunday. And then they will think Sunday is the correct answer and they will mark option A as the answer. But no, option A is not the correct, because you have been asked that you have to find the 10th day from today. So today is Saturday. So the 10th day from today is going to be Tuesday. Okay. So guys, now I have 2 questions for you which you need to do it yourself and comment down the answers for these questions in the comment box. Okay, so there are 2 questions. This is question number 1 and let me read out the question for you. Choose the most suitable word to fill in the blank. The project was dashed successfully within the given time frame, and we have 4 options: completed, ended, finished and closed. And the second question for DIY is choose the antonym of the word prosperity, and the 4 options that we have is wealth, poverty, growth and success. What you need to do is you need to write down the answers of these two questions in the comment box. So guys, if you have watched the video till complete end, make sure to comment down the answers of these questions too. So that's all for today guys. I hope you found the video helpful. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Make sure to join me on Telegram and Instagram as well. You can ask your queries in the Instagram DM as well, and if you need any content, you can request it on our Telegram channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet to receive all the latest regular updates. I regularly post off-campus drives and preparation related videos for placements on my channel. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video.